What's the name of your YouTube page?
My YouTube page is VMETVgroup.com. So just youtube.com/VMETV group. Instagram is lydia.j.rose. And my Facebook is Lydia Rose Online.
Okay, lovely. So Lydia Rose's husband is here as well. Enter V.
Enter to the V.
Enter V. So thank you so much for joining us as well. Would you be able to tell us a bit more about yourself as well? I know you have you're a musician as well.
Yeah, I do music.
Okay. How long have you been doing music for?
Been doing it for quite a few years now. Started in uni around 2009. NCV stands for, it's an acronym which stands for Empower Nations to Elevate Radically Victorious. I believe in victory.
Wow.
And been doing music to empower people towards righteousness, ever since.
Wow, that's amazing. And then we noticed that you had a song called I'm Blessed. I know you didn't finish speaking about it as well. Be able to tell us just a short, a bit more about it.
I'm Blessed was written a couple years ago, and it is about just basically counting your blessings. It is about acknowledging that you were in a place of blessing. Don't acknowledge all the stresses. They have their place, but the joy of the Lord is your strength.
Amen.
And also how I wrote the song, it is in a manner which, if you are singing along to the chorus, you are affirming to yourself that you are blessed. I'm blessed. I am blessed. And that in itself has power.
Wow. And that is so powerful. Wow, that's amazing, guys. So yes, you two coming collectively together, and I know that obviously we promised to speak about, also Christian courtship and dating. So how did you guys meet?
We met, first time I saw my husband was at uni.
Wow.
Right. Like, it wasn't a romantic, I fell in love the first time. No, it wasn't like that. The first time he sent me his song through Facebook. First time I heard it, I was blown away. I was like, wow, you're so talented. Send me another song. I never heard from him again. And then I saw him walking down the uni. I was like, I know you sent me your song. You didn't send me another one. I was like, yeah, sorry, I've been busy. Blah, blah, blah. And then that was when we finally saw each other.
Wow.
And at that time, I wasn't thinking, oh, you're my husband kind of thing. It's funny, you have probably met your husband, but you don't know.
Really?
You don't know.
Interesting.
I didn't know the first time I saw him. So eventually, we didn't really get to know each other. But eventually, I saw him again and again. The last time I saw him was I was still at uni. He was passing by, and I was carrying a whole lot of.
You just kept seeing him.
I kept seeing him, but when I saw him, he had a nice aura about him. It wasn't like all the other guys you see at uni. You can tell like this guy, he has a good heart. Different. For some reason, with me, I can feel things about people. Like I may see you, I don't know you, but I can feel your spirit. I can feel like, oh, you're kind.
Or you're calm.
I can feel like, oh, there's something about you I don't really know about. But him, I felt it. I felt
the peace.
I felt something about him, but I couldn't explain it. So yeah, that was it. And it was only when we moved, I got a job, graduated, I moved to a shared house, and I was upstairs with the girls. And it was like a 4-bedroom house. And he moved in downstairs.
Whoa! And you didn't know he had moved in downstairs?
No, I didn't know, because it was shared. People, I didn't know. He just moved in, and I was like, you?
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's hear his side of the story as well. So yeah. So from what was going through your head, how did you meet, and
I was living in a house. Couldn't keep up with the rent payments. So the landlord said, I'm kicking you out.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I have to move out, I have to find a new place. So then what happened is that the Lord whispered into my ear to speak to a guy called David.
And David was the guy who lived downstairs in the
and
house.
David lived in her house.
And this is a different area from uni as well?
Yeah,
it's not too far from.
Okay, not too far. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she went to a different church and I was in a different church. So I spoke to this guy called David saying, yo, do you have a house I can stay? He was like, what? My day is coming through right now. You need to come to my house right now because they're bugging me. You need to move in ASAP. I was like, what? Of course. Yeah, of course. I'll be there tomorrow, bro. So we organised the finances, and the next, in a couple of days' time, I then moved into her house, not knowing that she was living there. And then that's when I saw her.
Wow.
And I was like, I know you. You want to come from campus? And she was like, yeah. So we started chatting, and that's when it all
began from there. So did you start dating straight away?
No, actually, God's hand was in this. At the point, I didn't know because he moved in. I was like, oh, how are you? Wow, nice to see you. And at that time, I was going through some difficulties, you know. So, and then one day, I was on my way back to work. Normally, at that time, I don't like cooking. I just want to go back.
Did your cooking call him?
No, God cooked us up. God's hand was in this. Amen. So on my way back, God told me, I walked inside the fish and chip shop. God told me, go home and cook.
Wow, when you listened, you went home to cook.
You know, there's a secret to listening to God's voice.
Yeah.
God speaks to everybody. Yeah. It may sound like your voice, but it's not something you tell yourself.
But the more you spend time with him, the more you start to hear him as well. And that's what
you know that God what I'm saying. So he told me, go home and cook. And I was like, no, God, I'm tired. I just want to buy this fish and chips and go home and cook. It was a gentle for go home and cook. Okay, what am I going to cook? I don't have anything. No, you have rice, you have stew, you have tomatoes. Go and cook. Okay, I went home, made jollof rice. As I was about to serve mine, he came home.
Was it your best jollof rice, that day?
Hey, only him will say I made it, and then he came home and he looked hungry. I'm like, oh, are you right? Do you want some? Wow. And then he was like, thank you, because I've not eaten the whole day. And then I just got the.
So imagine if you had fish and chips.
Imagine if I had not listened to God.
Huh?
So that was
woman, we must be cooking. Get ready. Not so much what I sing, including myself. Well, I'm cooking all the time, guys.
Please cook.
But yeah.
Away to a mouth heart and to the stomach.
Sorry, yes, so go on here.
So I gave him some and then he invited me. Do you want to eat with me? That was the time we actually spoke properly, and that was the beginning of many things. So we started talking about family, who we are, and what we want in life, and then I started to realize that me and him are so compatible.
Wow.
We just clicked, and it wasn't any romantic or nothing. It was like a deep friendship. We formed a friendship that if nothing ever happened between us, we would still be close. And that's why we say the secret to a successful relationship is friendship. You have to be friends first. If you can be friends, relationship just comes.
Wow.
It's better. And a lot of women like to put men in friend zone.
Yeah.
But that zone is where you should pick a husband.
So the friend zone, yeah?
The friend zone.
You shouldn't let them remain in friend zone for too long.
No, it shouldn't. It should progress.
Well, if you're not sure about them, just keep them in friend zone.
Then keep them there. Then unfortunately, if they're in a friend zone for too long and it doesn't work out,
it's a friend zone. They'll drop out of the friend zone.
Yeah, they'll drop out. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, this is really, really interesting. Okay, from his side of the story as well. Obviously, there's two sides of the story. So how did you feel coming in to eat and after eating and building your friendship?
It was a gradual process. So she made the food because in that house, that living room was quite cold. I thought it's better for us to eat in my room.
Okay.
So we ate, chilled, spoke.
In your room?
In my room, yeah.
And there was nothing lovey
happening
there?
No. You see, this one
this is just the beginning.
Yeah? You don't trust ourselves. Me, I know where I stand. I can stay in somebody's room and control myself.
Lovely. We've got a message from Barack Otingsha. Thank you for joining us. It says, hello, good evening, precious ones. Thank you so much, Barack. Good evening to you. Yes, so yes, they had dinner in a room.
I knew that.
Straight up, that's what happened. So we started chilling, talking, we spoke for long periods of time, and our friendship was it was accelerated. So we just started talking about everything about God, passion, Jesus, friendship, relationship.
Pure. It wasn't anything.
We started talking about righteousness, about our visions, about prophetic, about speaking in tongues, about churches, about...
You just clicked in terms of talking about, that's beautiful.
About everything.
And I found out that we have so much in common. And where he was going was where I wouldn't mind to go. So
wow.
That's quite important. If a man is going where you don't see yourself, like, that's quite different. But
wow. And you did get married at a very young age as well. What age did you get married?
I just turned 22.
About 22. And also in terms of maybe trusting God's timing. Because I believe there's a timing that we have to trust God. We can't go ahead of Him, but we can't be too slow.
Yeah, exactly.
So was there difficulty in trusting that? Okay, did you know this is God's
A lot of
time?
people are too slow.
Yeah, they're too slow because
They're too
you know
slow.
God
We
may
need to
say
move.
do that, but they're not ready. They feel they're not ready.
So do you feel like people have to be ready? And then
A lot of guys, because of the world that we're living in, a lot of people want to show off. You know, there's that pressure which comes from family, friends. You have to have a big Bella Niger wedding. You have to have that rose.
so guys, you don't need a big wedding.
No,
You have to have the car, the big dress.
I know.
So they're waiting.
A lot of things. So what the guys are doing is that I like this girl. I would marry
can't
her
afford
today.
it.
I would marry her today.
I have to pay bride price.
But I need to save up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to go and get that money. I need to go and get that job. And that may take 5-7 years. And the girl is waiting.
When marriage is just one day.
Marriage, back in the day, marriage was so simple. We've complicated it so much that we're delaying God's purpose in our lives.
Especially if you don't have any family support. You know, it may take even longer. But for those who are just brave and they're just very forward thinking with their hearts towards God, they can just go to the registry, call their families, get married for like £300-400.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And they can have the big wedding later on.
And later on, they can now save up and do it the right way. Well, the way in which society puts pressure on us to do it. Because we don't have to do it like that.
Wow. And Barak Tingsi, thank you so much, Barak, again. Please share our video as well so others can, watch.
It's not marriage.
So wedding is not marriage. I like that point.
I like that.
That's very, very true.
Said
Wedding is not marriage.
It's not marriage. So,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, this study which said the more you spend on a wedding, the more likely it is to not really work out. I don't know how true that is, but you know that wedding can be very simple. Just call your family members, call a few friends, and I know it's not conventional method to do it, but you can. There's nothing stopping a lot of Christian couples who are right now courting
From going forward.
to just get married next week. There's nothing stopping them.
A lot of this is
There's
probably
nothing
behind
stopping them.
finances, isn't it?
Finances.
Exactly.
Wow.
Traditions.
Wow.
What is this? Meeting expectations of others.
Other people as well. And Barak said if you're blessed with the money for it, fine. But you don't have to stress yourself when you're going to have many dreams. And
Thank you, sir, for that comment.
Thank you.
That is so true. Wow. You know, you can stress yourself. You shouldn't really stress yourself. There's so many dreams, so many things ahead. Some people obviously even use their money that I could use for a mortgage. They use it all.
They use it on the wedding.
For the wedding.
Some
And
weddings cost 35,000.
Oh, more than that some nowadays.
Easy.
Even the dress.
That is easy.
Yeah.
35,000. But
Yeah.
you still have to get your car. You have to get your mortgage.
Yeah.
You have to plan for the future.
Yeah.
You have to pay off the
Those are
student
more
loan.
important.
Student loan.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. You have to. There's so many expenses, especially in London.
Wow. So we have to be very careful how we're spending our money. Most when it comes to wedding, we don't have to think about pleasing other people as well. Thank you, Joey Mas, for joining us. Barak said, wedding is an event, but marriage is for a lifetime. So it's time
Thank you.
we invest in the marriage instead of one day event, which has become competition among youths and church people.
Exactly.
That's
You see, he just said exactly what I was saying. That a lot of people, it is a show-off event.
Yeah.
I have to have 20 bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You know, I have to have the biggest hall. I have to wear the most expensive suit. And sadly, this has also crept into the Christendom, the church.
And that's
It
where
has
mainly
crept
it is,
into the
isn't
church.
it? Wow.
So
Wow, that's just so crazy. So yes, guys, please send in any comments that you have regarding the show. I know I've not mentioned the number to call in and to send any messages to 078 37299 499 078 37299 499. You can send a message to this number, or you can call this number personally as well, and we'll be able to hear from you. Send in any questions that you have regarding today's topic. Alternatively, if you can join us on Facebook Live, Mandy Favored Ofori or Lydia Rose as well.
Yes.
Yes. Tomorrow, there's different shows that are happening on the station. Tomorrow, there's a Let's Talk About It relationship show, and it's with Mr. and Mrs. Vito, and it's in conjunction with the OFNC 18 to 30s, and it's Thursdays, every Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And on Friday, there's Beauty Talk with Vivian, and her name is Vivian Moyo, and it's every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. And on Saturday, there's Saturday Morning Live with DSP, and it's a worship hour from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And also there's Listener's Choice, which is from 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. And on Sunday, there's Sunday evening service. So after church, you can come to another evening service, you know, on the radio. You don't have to go to another evening service at church if you don't want to. And that's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then on Monday, there's Let's Share It with Toyin Ogubanjo, and that's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And finally, on every Tuesday, there's His and Our Stories with DK Jonah. And obviously Wednesdays, Keeping It Real radio show with me, Amanda. Okay, guys, we're going to go on a music break. And after the break, we'll come back. And when we go back on another break, we'll talk about your music, I think, and what do you call it, high,
Yeah.
Yes. And then we'll talk more about the relationship in a little bit, courtship as well. Exactly, within Christianity.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know Lydia's story as well about healing, we'll talk a bit more about that. It was in our first and second video, the message about healing that Lydia shared with us. So please stay tuned and you'll be able to hear it. So please enjoy You Are Great by Sinach. You are great, yes you are. Holy One.
If I could finish it.
Walk upon the sea.
Can you give us a sample of your singing?
A what?
A sample of your singing.
Me? Yes, I will.
Your life, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm singing now.
Go on, go sing today.
Oh, you want me to sing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
come.
Okay. You excited?
Go on.
I'm just waiting. What song should I sing? Okay. On live. Okay, I've done it before.
Is that your singing?
Okay. Let me sing. Water you turn into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. There's none like you. Into the darkness you shine, and out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. There's none like you. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. Lord, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God, our God is greater, our God is stronger. Lord, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? What could stand against? Our God is greater, our God is stronger. Lord, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God.
Woo!
Thank you.
That was so beautiful. Thank you. You enjoyed that, didn't you? I could feel it.
I was
No, I felt it.
worshiping my God.
That was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, you can sing. You know how people say I can sing? Amazing. No, you can. You really can.
Yay! Thank you guys
Amazing.
for encouraging me.
Oh, no, you should definitely do something like that.
It's just, finding the time and putting things together. Okay, so let's go back. Like, okay, so let's go back.
Oh, we're getting legs.
So we're still live, so we didn't come off.
No, that was good.
So at least that's a good thing. Okay, so let's go.
I think they were giving you likes and hearts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Barack, and Barack is giving me hugs. Oh, people are commenting. I didn't see it.
Is it, what are they saying?
Oh, it's just him says, oh, wow, I have not heard you sing before. More grace. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, let's go back. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in the Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. My name is Amanda, the host for this show. I am joined today by amazing, God-fearing, vibrant couple. Hello. Say hello to Lydia Rose and Enter V. Yes, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. So so those of you obviously missed most of the show. Lydia is a mentor as well as a personal coach, and we're talking about God's healing, because God healed her from spinal injury, which the doctor said that she would never recover from, and also not have children. She has two beautiful children. By glory be to God.
Amen.
So we just talked briefly about that for those of you who missed that part of the show. We go on to courting and Christian Christian marriage. So in terms of encouraging others, how do you encourage those who are battling with illness right now, Lydia?
How I encourage them.
Or somebody who's watching, who's
First of all, I'm a listening ear. I hear what they have to say. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but God has given them the ability to come and open up to me and actually open up They tell me intimate details, which I normally ask them, have you told anyone about this? And some of them have. And I feel like some of them are quite lonely in their own situation. They feel lonely. And I can understand that, because when I went through my situation, I felt like nobody truly understood. I mean, people sympathize, but did you really understand what I'm going through? And I guess God is using me as a channel for someone, okay, this person has gone through something. So what I do is that I hear them, and I encourage them, and I give them scriptures. And I give them step by step. Remember the step thing that I told you? I don't give them, okay, just believe this will happen and things like that. I actually give them the process of believing in such a way where, depending on what the issue is, every day I may message them once or twice and go through them, pray with them, help them to understand that what they're going through, they are strong enough. They're stronger than it. To go through it and come out. Sometimes what they go through affects them mentally. They feel like they are incapable of, they don't know how to come out of it, So I give them strategies of how to deal with it, depending on the person. Wow. Yeah, and just hearing them out is really what. Wow, that's amazing. And also, how have your experiences, and your battles, how have they shaped you into who you are today? In terms of maybe something that you went through, obviously everything you went through, how have they shaped you? Has they built your character, made you more caring as a person? How has your experiences shaped you into who you are today? My experiences have made me mentally strong. Wow. Mentally strong to withstand things. My experiences have taught me to have faith in God and what that means to have faith in God. My experiences have made me more empathetic towards other people. And my experiences have also taught me not to care too much about the physical appearance. You know, a lot of us young people, we tend to, you know, when you look at Instagram, it's all about physical things like that. But my experiences have taught me to actually focus on what's on the inside. That's what's more important. And also and these things have been able to help me channel my inner courage to be who I am today. Because a lot of things have happened besides my leg. A lot of other things have happened, and I'm able to withstand it because of what I've been through.
Wow, wow. And also lastly, in terms of your services, what services do you, give to others, and a bit more maybe about what's your YouTube called? So what service do you give to others? Is it mentoring, one-to-one coaching, one-to-one mentoring? How can we get in touch with you? Yes,
I do one-to-one coaching and mentoring. At the meantime, I'm going to establish a business next year called VME Coaching. It could be something else, but in the meantime, it's VME Coaching. And I coach one-on-one, so I teach life skills, mindset. So if you're going through anything in particular and you don't know how to come out of it, sorry, you can't hear me. If you're going through any problem, contact me through vmerecords.com or find me on Instagram. At lydia.j.rose, and contact me with anything you need, anything, and we can work. I'm able to work with you.
Wow, that's lovely, Lydia. So yes, thank you for that, and I'm sure you guys obviously have enjoyed, the whole story of her, Lydia, from where she came from, and how God healed her and how God strengthened her to overcome. And definitely, if you know anybody battling with an illness or just feel like they want to give up and they just don't know what to do or where to go, definitely this is the best person to get in touch with. She's been through it, she's come out, and God is strengthening her to empower others. Okay, lovely. So yes, going back to relationships, what are some of the difficulties you face whilst courting? Did you have to say, okay, we're not going to kiss until marriage, or okay, we're going to make sure, because you live in the same house as well. I mean, was it difficult courting? Tell us.
It wasn't. We were friends when we were still in the house, but when we decided to move it further, we realized we cannot live in the same house anymore.
Wow, so what did you do?
Oh no, we had to move out.
You have to move out?
We had to move separate.
Away from each other? Yeah,
we had to. We have to obey God in that, because when we were friends it was different. But now that we're in a relationship, we can't live in the same house because you're just inviting temptation. You know, you have to have...
You hear that?
You have to set boundaries. It's very important. Set boundaries.
Wow.
And so we moved out. But one thing I pray to God is that God, don't let us live too far away. Guess what God did?
What did you put you next door again?
Next door.
Next door?
House. The same landlord had a house which had one room available. The next door had one room available. So I was able to rent. And one house had females. The other one males. So this God we serve...
When he wants things to happen,
he's able to give you your heart's desire. If it's aligned with his desire too, he'll give it to you.
Wow.
So we moved close doors, and we were not living in the same house, but we lived close.
Wow.
And
and also for you, how was it difficult courting? Difficulties you faced whilst courting as well.
No, it was pretty easy to court.
So it's easy.
Yeah, it was easy because she was my friend. And we were just very close. She was like my buddy, and we just shared our life ambitions and our life goals together. And we just made a lot of plans for the future. So we were excited about marriage and about about having kids and about prospects. So it was like there was no heartache at all, and I don't think there should be any heartache. I mean, it can happen, but in my personal experience, there was no heartache.
Wow. So you both knew what you wanted, and how did God also confirm to you? Did you have? You said you had a bit of peace.
I prayed.
Peace. You prayed. Okay.
Prayed.
So how,
the first time I noticed, oh God, I'm starting to like him. God, he could be the one. Is he the one? Because when a man comes to your life, you need to take time and really pray and ask God.
And speak to us ladies about it. Because sometimes we don't pray.
Our
feelings go ahead of us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So as much as your feelings are going ahead, you have to go with God. Carry your feelings and go with God. So I really had to pray and ask God, please, is he the one? Is he the right one? Usually my prayer is this: God, take control. If it's not the right one, just take it away. Take it as far away from me as possible. And if it's the right one, make it possible and help me. So as I walked, and God pushed things forward very fast. And I felt peace as well. There was a peace in my heart, not just the feeling, but what I observed about him matched. He was a good guy. I'll catch him praying.
Amazing.
I'll catch him reading the word. I saw his servant heart. When we go to church, he'll be the one sweeping the floor.
Wow.
Which men do that. So I saw a lot of things. It wasn't just what he said to me. It was also what I saw.
Wow.
And that was what I'm like, God, nah, he's a man after your own heart.
And that's amazing.
He was seeking after God.
So there was no difficulties as such in courtship for you guys?
No.
So what do you say to those who are struggling, for example, in courtship?
The only difficulty was family.
Families, or later on being married.
No, like families, like how they saw our relationship. Some of them were not happy.
Understanding. And I think that's the toughest part.
That's the toughest part. It's not really the couple. It's more of people around them. They put pressure on the couple.
And what are some of the difficulties you face as a young married couple, being young, and just getting married? A lot of people feel like, nah, they're doing it too early. What are some of the difficulties you face?
We started very small. We got married with the help of our church and our savings. Shout out to Majesty Champion
Centre.
You know how we do. So we got married, and we first lived in the same landlord had a studio apartment. So it was just a very small, all-in-one. The bedroom and the kitchen and the living room were all in one place. So we stayed there, saved up money, prayed, envisioned our next house. Then eventually we moved into a flat, one-bedroom flat, saved up a bit of money, envisioned our next house. Then we moved into a two-bed maisonette with a garden. I don't really like gardens, but yeah, already started having children. Saved up more, envisioned the next house. Now we live in a two-bed house.
So our relationship was gradual. I would say that we shouldn't rush things. For example, you get married and you want that 3-bedroom house straight away. You want things that your marriage can't withstand right now. So I really believe in walking with God and walking towards your capacity, what you can afford. Don't rush into things. Take your time. If you can't afford, when you get married, after you get married, you can't afford to rent a 3-bedroom house with a nice garden, get a studio flat. Let you and your wife or your husband live there happily until you can save enough money to move out. So that was the principle which we're living by, and it was really cool.
Wow.
There was no problems.
Wow, that's amazing. And then also running a family as a young couple. What are some of the difficulties?
The family part, the children part.
Did you plan it? Did you say, okay, cool, in a few years' time, some people don't plan, some people plan, we don't know what people do nowadays, but...
We planned it. We said, okay, after 1 year, no kids, that's just us. Within the first few months, it's the women that start desiring children first.
Okay.
And me, I was like, okay, one down, I want to have kids now. So, yeah, we then planned it. And I got pregnant within the 7 months of marriage. And that was when it starts. Children really affect marriages.
Really?
Yes, you really have to be organized. Because when a child is born, it takes the attention of the parents away from each other. So we didn't spend much time together. So this is the point where I believe that if you have friendship in the beginning, if you talk to each other, you actually communicate with each other, it works. Because when children comes, that's when all that will be tested. Patience will be tested. Your heart towards your partner will be tested. And it was tested, and we could withstand that because what we had in the beginning was real and was God. So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And also in terms of maybe those who are single and, waiting on God, and they're waiting for the right time, and they feel like, okay, God, this is getting hard now.
They need to pray hard and then let it go.
Pray hard and leave it.
Let it go.
They need to
rest.
This is the method. They need to pray hard, fast, intercede, go on the Holy Ghost camp, all that, yeah. Go
Holy
really
Ghost
hard
camp.
at it.
Fasting.
do whatever necessary.
Just whatever, like just go in at first, press into the spirit, yeah, and then once you've done that, you then let it go.
Let it go.
You then you have to let it go to the extent where you just even forget about it, and you move on with your life. And at the point when you are relaxed about it, where you're resting that God is gonna provide what you have asked for. That it is already done. You have to be like, it's already done. I already have my wife. I already have my husband. She's coming to me. He's coming to me. She's here already. I'm chilling. You have to let it go. Once you let it go, it's only a matter of time before that person, that spouse will come into your life. Now, it's not easy to do that. A lot of people are continuously anxious. And that anxiety shows that your faith is not really strong in the fact that you're confident that God has already provided you with that husband or wife. So you have to, so my advice is just go at it, pray for the person, intercede, and then once you've done that, let it go.
Wow. That's amazing. I think that's all, we all have to do, definitely pray about it and just wait on God and be patient. And sometimes you can be presented with opportunities, but, you don't want to settle for less as well. And that's the hardest part.
Settle for less.
A lot of us...
Do you have a personal experience?
Of course, come on. You're settling... Well, the thing is, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying, obviously, my past relationship was a problem, but I decided to take my walk with God very seriously, and I had to come out of that relationship. Or that relationship had to crumble enough for me to do that, because I wanted to walk with God seriously, and I wanted to stop, lusting and doing things in the world. And if I didn't do that,
righteously.
Exactly. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been here today. Because how I got here today is through my blog, writing my blog, and my blog also connected me to what I'm doing on the radio, and this is all through God's work. And so if I decided to be in the world and do what I do, I don't know where I would be today. So whatever decisions that we're making to walk with God, everything will work out for our good. Or should I say, whatever decisions that we'll make to walk with God will bring us a good outcome.
Yes.
In the beginning might seem a bit strange, like what's going on here? Am I trusting, God who I cannot see, but he's speaking to me, over, my boyfriend who's lying next to me, who's there for me, who's traveling to see me, and all sorts. But you have to trust and believe that the one who made you has a better plan. And so, it can be tough, is you not choosing to be in a relationship that does not glorify God. So you choose to be single and wait upon the Lord.
That's all right.
And you're also going to be comfortable with being single.
Wow. Comfortable with being single. For how long can we be comfortable?
With being single. Obviously, the majority of people are not called to singleness.
Yep.
But you need to enjoy your single
season.
Your singlehood season.
Wow.
Once you are enjoying it, and you have prayed already, but you are still enjoying your single life, and you are in your purpose in Christ, you are just living for Christ. Christ
doing the
is
things He's
flowing
called
out
you
of
to
you.
do.
Before you know it, boom, in your face.
Wow.
You are presented with that Eve.
Wow. So it's about being patient. That's and also, and also trusting God's timing, in terms of there are times where you're single. Trusting God's timing. How do we do that? Or how do we trust His timing? Saying, okay, God, how there's a time where you finish uni, there's a time for everything to celebrate, there's a time where you're mourning.
We've got timing. You just have to be comfortable with each day. You have to be content and and you have to rejoice for each given day. Each given day is a gift. So you ought your response for the day which God has made is to rejoice. If you continuously do that on a day-to-day basis and you're happy about today, you won't be too anxious about the process, because the process is just many, many todays. The process of you getting that goal is just many, many days. So if you enjoy each day as it comes and be joyful in that day, the process ain't gonna be tedious. It's just
Because
not gonna be tedious.
There's something I want to say. He didn't come by accident. I prayed for it.
Okay.
I prayed.
So did you make a list of what you wanted in a man, or you did not do that?
No,
Because some people feel like sometimes they have to do that.
I just spoke to God about it. God, actually, one of the main prayers I said, God, give me a man after your own heart. Or God knows the secret desires. Like, oh, please, I hope he's tall. I hope he's this. I hope he's that. You know, but those things were images that I'm able to be flexible with God. If God gives me a short man and it's after his heart, I'll go for it. Those things are not that important to me. What was important is that a man after your heart, he loves you. Because if he loves you,
females actually, I'm sorry, a lot of females actually overlook God's gifts for their life because of and also men do that too. We overlook the gifts which God has given us because of the outward appearance.
Wow.
But a lot of the times God presents you with gifts that are wrapped in unattractive packages. And the Bible says that, what does that verse say? It says that it is the glory
of God to
conceal
conceal a thing, but it is the glory of the king to search it out.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. I'm trying to get the song on here, NTV song, and it seems that I'm not able to get it.
Just go to entervictorious.com.
Yes. Okay, and I'll be able to get it from there, hopefully. So yes, guys, please send any views that you have as well. I know we've just been talking, but definitely I've been blessed from this show and everything that they've talked about. I've learned so much. And yes, so please send any message that you have. Number to call is 078 37299 499 078 37299 499. Okay, so yes, I'm sure they'll be able to join us in the future as well. I'm sure there's so much to talk about in terms of courtship and marriage, and I believe they need to start doing more YouTube videos on this and working together on this and speaking together on this issue, because I believe there's so many young people who are falling into the wrong traps or just going into the wrong relationships because they're unsure. So yes, guys, please send any music requests of your choice. So we are here every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. the Keeping It Real radio show with me, Amanda. So make sure you tune in again next Wednesday. Also, this is a listener support show, so we're only able to run as a result of your support. So please visit our website, www.wecansilenceradio.net, and find out ways in which you can support our station, whether financially or any other way, just to keep running. We run other Christian ministries as well, Christian programs as well, such as feeding the homeless and dinner with my best friend, and the community as well. So yes, please get involved and help us. So yes, guys, as you can hear, I'm just recovering from a bit of a cold, but by God's grace, I'm well.
Amen.
So NTV, I really apologize. It looks like I'm gonna have to play I'm Blessed again. I'm gonna try and get your other song.
Let them hear I'm blessed.
Again, yes, because they're blessed, definitely. So he said it's called enterv.com. But entervictorious.com.
Yeah,
okay. Okay, so entervictorious.com. Lovely. So yes, guys, and Lydia, you'll be able to share a bit more about how we can get in touch again for those who want to get in touch with you and who just joined as well as on the show.
Hello everyone, thank you for listening. I'm Lydia Rose, and if you need any bit of coaching with anything, life skills, anything, if you're going through any difficulties in your life, or you just want to learn how to balance your life, if you need any help with career, anything like that, please contact me at vmerecords.com. I also am on YouTube, so if you want to check out any of my teachings and my videos, log into youtube.com/VMETV group. And if you like to follow my story, my journey online, please also follow me on Instagram at lydia.j.rose and Twitter, Lydia J. Rose. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Lydia. And also, NTV, how can we get in touch?
NTV, my main page is my Instagram page. So if you want to add me on Instagram, that is EnterV. That is ENTERV, all one word. Twitter, That is Enter Victorious. And Facebook, just type Enter Victorious and you'll find me. God bless.
Yes, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. I'm sure we'll hear from you again in the future. So keep an eye out for them. I believe they'll be all over the place, from radio to TV. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. So yeah, God's going to open more and more doors for them. So yes, we're going to leave you with Blessed, and hopefully the song after that will be High. Is it High? High?
Hi, can you type Enter Victorious then?
Yes, lovely. So I'll just type that now. So just those on the radio side, we just leave you with this song. Hi, I'm blessed for now, and then hopefully there will be the next song while she waits. So have a blessed and wonderful week. Thank you guys for joining me again.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.